Hey guys, Christy here. I told you that I was going to share a quick tip today on how to make new dictionary pages look old. So let's get started. Okay, so out bargain shopping the other day, came across several of these new giant dictionaries, really thick, several inches thick with thousands and thousands of pages in them. I scored 3 of them, $1 each. Great bargain. Okay, so we're just going to open that up. And we're going to randomly choose a page, doesn't matter if it has pictures or not, and rip that out. And again, these are great for projects because they're thick and great for inking. Okay, so this is just a normal dictionary page. White has words on both sides. And I don't want it white because I want it to be more antiqued and distressed. So that's what I want to take care of today. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is literally just crumple this up. Crumple it loosely if you want small crumples, tight if you want more crumples. And you're going to spread it out. Okay, now you still see that there's a lot of dimension, a lot of crumpling on that paper. It is not flat at the moment. So now we're going to take our Distress Inks by Tim Holtz and Ranger. This happens to be Gathered Twig, not a color that I use a lot of, but it's a great just standard brown. So that's what we're going to use today. Worked great for this project. So I'm going to take the lid off and we're going to go direct to paper. Again, this is a dictionary page straight out of the dictionary, no water on it or anything. Distress ink direct to paper, and we're just going to rub it lightly over that and hit those highlights of the crumples. If you want a lot of color, more. If you want less color, do less. Okay, so now you can see that we have a lot of that spider vein look in there because we've hit the highlights of those crumples that are dimensional. Not the look I still want to go for. I want the whole thing to look like it's been soaked in tea. So I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to rub directly over this before it dries, and that's going to knock down some of the harshness of those lines and make it look not quite so dark brown. Okay, so now you can see it's a little bit more distressed, still not what I'm looking for. So now we're going to take our mini mister full of water. Remember, Distress Inks are reactive with water. So this is the part that you'll love. It's going to freak your freak. You're going to love it. We're going to spritz a few times. And then you're going to take your hands. God gave you hands. Great free tools. Use them. Rub all the way across those papers. Get all that water over all the edges of the paper. And this is awesome because guess what it does? It dyes the background to where it looks like it's been dipped in tea or laying around for hundreds of years. But because the paper's thin, it is now flat. You can see that there is no dimension to that paper whatsoever. It is flat, but it has a dimensional look because you can still see all the spider veins in there. Because we hit those with the ink while it was dry, that stayed dark. And then the rest of that ink spread out with the water all in the background to give it that tea-dyed look. So you have a very dimensional paper, but the paper's actually flat. Awesome technique. Also, you get 2 for the price of 1 here because if you turn it over on the back, you actually have dictionary words, you have some spider veining going through, and you have ink seeping through because it's reactive with water and the page is so thin. When we spritz one side, some of that ink bled through, and I'll come up close and show you what that now looks like. Okay? And so what's cool about this is, say you want 2 looks on one project, you can flip it over and have that contrast, have something that looks more like that. So you have the dark and the tea side, and then the white with the more smudginess on it. Great, great little tip. 2 for the price of 1. Awesome, can't beat it. I hope to share more of these with you. I hope you like it. Come back soon. Thanks.